Hi there. I'm really happy you're here with me today. This space is made for people like you, people who want to practice English slowly, clearly, and with feeling. But this isn't just about language. Today, we're talking about something deeper, something quiet, something we all deal with, but we rarely talk about. Today, we're talking about how we treat ourselves. More specifically, how we speak to ourselves when no one else is listening. Let's be honest. Maybe even today, you've already said something mean to yourself. Maybe it was a small comment in your head. Something like, "Why am I so lazy?" Or, "I look terrible today." Maybe you didn't even notice it. That voice inside your mind, the one that speaks without permission, can be very harsh. Most of us hear that voice all the time, but we never stop to question it. We think it's just normal. We think it's just how we motivate ourselves. But what if that voice is doing more harm than good? So I want to ask you a question. When you're alone, when you've made a mistake, or you're feeling tired, what do you say to yourself? What kind of words come into your mind? Are they kind? Or are they critical, sharp, and unforgiving? I remember a day when this question became very real for me. I woke up, walked to the mirror, and saw my reflection. My hair was messy, my eyes were tired, and without even thinking, I whispered to myself, "You look awful." It wasn't loud. I didn't say it on purpose. It just came out of habit. And the worst part? I didn't feel surprised. That kind of thought was normal for me. I had heard it in my head so many times before. But that day, for some reason, I stopped and asked myself, would I ever let a friend talk to me like this? And the answer was no. Of course not. So why was I letting myself talk to me that way? Let me tell you a small story. A moment from my childhood that stayed with me. I was about 10 years old. It was a regular school day. I had taken a math test and I got 8 out of 10. I was proud of that. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. I felt happy. I felt like I did a great job. I went home with a smile and showed my test paper to someone I loved. I wanted them to feel proud too. They looked at it for a couple of seconds and said, "Why not 10?" Just 3 words. No yelling, no anger, just quiet disappointment. In that moment, something changed inside me. That one small sentence sounded louder than everything else I had heard that day. Suddenly, 8 didn't feel like enough anymore. It felt like I had failed, even though I had done well. From that day on, I stopped celebrating small wins. 8s, 9s, anything less than perfect. They didn't feel good anymore. Even if teachers or friends were proud of me, I still heard that same voice in my head saying, "Not good enough. You could have done better." That voice followed me through middle school, through high school, into college, and even into my adult life. It told me I had to do more, be better, look perfect, work harder. And for a while I believed it. I thought that was just how life worked. I thought being hard on myself meant I had strong goals, that I was serious, that I cared. But now I see something different. That voice was not strength. It was pressure. It was pain. It was perfectionism pretending to be motivation. It was an inner bully, not a coach. I carried that voice with me for years. I never stopped to ask where it came from. I never thought I had a choice. I just listened. I worked through the pain. I smiled when I was tired. I kept saying yes, even when I wanted to say no. I did everything I could to keep up, to be enough, until one day I couldn't. It wasn't a dramatic day. It wasn't a big crisis. It was a regular Tuesday. I had a full schedule, a long list of tasks, and a head full of pressure. People needed things. Emails were waiting. My calendar was packed, and I told myself, "You can do this. Just keep going." So I did. No lunch. No break, no breath. Just go, go, go. By 3 p.m., my body had had enough. My head was spinning. My shoulders were tight. I walked into the bathroom, closed the door, and cried. Not loudly, just quietly, tired, heavy tears. And even then, the voice inside me came back again. You're weak. Other people can handle this. Why can't you? You should be stronger. I was already on the floor, and that voice was still kicking me. That was the moment I knew. This isn't strength. This is just survival with no care. This is burnout. This is pain pretending to be discipline. I looked at myself in the mirror. My face was red. My eyes were swollen. My posture was low. I didn't look powerful or confident. I looked like a person pretending to be okay. And once again, the thought came, you look awful. But this time, something inside me whispered something new. You're not weak. You're just tired. You've been carrying too much for too long. That moment changed everything. It didn't fix my life. It didn't make everything easy. But it opened something, a little window of light. A gentle voice I had never heard before. And from that moment on, I started searching for more voices like that. Not perfect, not loud, just kind. At night, I started writing. Not pages and pages, just one sentence in a little notebook. Something I was proud of that day. It could be big, like helping someone, or small, like finally replying to a message I was scared to open. Even smaller, like choosing to rest without guilt. Writing it made it real. Reading it reminded me I was still growing. Slowly, gently, honestly. And then I started saying no. Not to everything. Just to things that made me feel heavy. For years, I had said yes to everything because I was afraid people would be upset if I said no. I was scared they'd think I was lazy or selfish. But then I realized, every time I said yes to something I didn't want, I was saying no to myself. So I began to say no, one quiet no at a time. No to plans I didn't have energy for. No to people who only reached out when they needed something. No to guilt. It wasn't easy. But each no gave me back a little piece of myself. And maybe the biggest change of all, I started replying to the voice in my head. The critical one. The one that said, that wasn't enough. I didn't just listen anymore. I started to say things like, maybe it wasn't perfect, but I showed up. I'm learning. I'm allowed to rest. And slowly that voice began to change. It didn't disappear, but it softened. It became more honest, more kind. And now I want to speak directly to you. You, the person listening right now. The person who always keeps trying. The one who supports others. Who pushes through even when it's hard. You are not broken. You are not too late. You don't need to be perfect to be enough. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take up space and take your time. You are allowed to be proud of small things. Like showing up today. Like listening to this. Self-love is not selfish. It's not fake confidence. It's not pretending you're okay. It's simply learning to speak to yourself with the same care you give to the people you love. So I ask you now, the same thing I once asked myself. What is one kind thing you can say to yourself today? You don't have to say it out loud. You don't even have to fully believe it. Just try. Whisper it gently inside. Something like, I'm doing my best. I don't have to be perfect to be okay. I'm allowed to be where I am right now. That small sentence might be the beginning of something new. Thank you for being here. For listening. For caring. For trying. You are already enough, just as you are. Take care of your heart. Be gentle with your voice. And please take care of yourself. I'll talk to you again soon.